Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? Today we're going to start the episode by doing a very small experiment. So this reactor is going to run out of hydrogen. We turn you on. I forgot that you have to give it power first, but yeah, we're getting plasma, and that's what we want. The question is, how do we get it out? I know this might sound a bit stupid, but there is a pump from RF Tools. We select the builder first, then this side of the electromagnets, maybe that side, and you should be good to go. So are we getting plasma? Well, the plasma is gone. What if we break you? Oh, we're good. Can I pick it up with a bucket? No. Well, I did mention it's an experiment, so I have no idea what I'm doing, but apparently, if you take your builder and instead of a normal pump, use this kind of pump, the solid version, it's gonna pick up the plasma and then put it inside the drum, right? The problem is that then it's going to replace it with dirt. So I have another quarry, which is harvesting the dirt. And then we get more plasma, and then we can harvest the plasma, harvest the dirt, and wait for more plasma. And just in case you're wondering why the hell am I doing all of these stupid things and why am I interested in plasma, there's your answer. I have to start crafting something called Abyssite Ingot, so that I can melt it down into molten Abyssite, and then mix it with chaotic eggs so that I can make molten chaos. It's used in making the chaos shards as well as some resource miners. So one of the things that you might notice is that yes, I don't need that much plasma, it's 10 millibuckets per ingot. And well, so far I have 704 buckets, so we're already good. But how do we automate this? Well, apparently we have to turn the reactor on and off, then we get plasma, then I have a clock, and we harvest the plasma. And the other builder, which is removing the dirt, is on keep running. So it just goes on a loop. So what I need to do is that I need to turn on the reactor so that we get plasma, and then after a few seconds turn off the reactor so that the builder can take the plasma out. And then, you know, rinse and repeat. So far we have 800 buckets. It's half a stack of buckets per one of these small reactors, so if you have a big reactor, it's just gonna be nuts. I also don't really mind the reactor to run for a while, not because of plasma, but for deuterium. The thing is, later on I'm going to need a black hole tank full of deuterium in order to craft something. I don't really remember what it was, but I really want this system to be automatic, at least for now. Also, don't be that person who tells me that you can use a clearing pump, because that didn't work. So it's also with the dirt. Okay, so I hooked up everything to a hopper clock. It turns off the reactor, it turns on the reactor, and it also activates the quarry. So far we have 1500 buckets. We take that drum and we leave you with this one. I think if we fill in that drum, we will never ever need more plasma. I hope. So now that we have the plasma, we should work on the Abyssite crystal. These are different crystals, right? Yeah. So that is combination crafting. There you go. That is the recipe. And I hope it's not gonna have any problems with the different attuned crystals. Well, it's recognizing the one that we have on auto crafting, so maybe we're not going to have problems. Alright guys, it's been a while later and I have been relatively busy with the bees. We have our Abyssite crystal, I can make the ingot, and I have already ordered 100 of them. We can have as much as we want. Well, relatively, it's a bit slow. But the molten Abyssite that we need is not the only thing that we need for the resource miners. Molten chaos has to be mixed with a few things. Pyrite comb, soul comb, mysterious comb, and temporal comb. So I had to get every single bee so that we would be able to get their honey. And while I was here, I noticed that I have a teeny tiny problem with liquid corallium. I was making some will crystals in order to make sacrifice metal, and well, we ran out of corallium. So we're having more seeds. Is the thing. Also, while we are here, I have been told that there is a block called Hydrator. You make it with fertilizer. I have a few cows on top of a sewage. So apparently this guy accepts speed upgrades, range add-ons, and it should be amazing. It is amazing. I think it has been buffed. This is not supposed to be that fast. Right? This is crazy. Thank you, kind sir, for the suggestion. I had no idea it's going to be that fast. While we were here, I just noticed something of significance. There is a herblore queen, and I forgot where I put it. Ah yes, here. So it does give you a honeycomb, which you can use it in order to make a few potions from the Between Lands. It's just that we need a fig. Oops. We have a Between Lands base. Maybe it's there? Hi. Ah yeah. We have some. One of the oldest things on my bookmark is the Dreadful Bone. It is going to drop from a Dreadful Mummy, and well, I couldn't craft it. Now it does seem that there is a way. We just need a vial. Rubber. Well, I have a vial. How do we clean it? Well, we need a purifier, and we need some sulfur. And I think you need swamp water, right? Yeah, I was actually trying to make it using geckos, but I wasn't very successful. Okay. It's clean. So we craft the Armanis, and then we need an animated Beastar. Ooh, do I even have an animator? Well, we can always make one. It's fine. So I know for a fact that we do have one life crystal. That goes in, sulfur goes in, tar beast heart goes in. Oh, it takes time. Oh my goodness, that is very fancy. I love that animation. Okay, that is animated. So the question is it gonna work? Please work. Oh my goodness, it did. So we have to be in sludge plains. We go to sludge plains. I think I know where it is. Apparently, it's also acceptable to do it in marshlands. Well, let's do it somewhere where there's no mud. Here seems to be fine. So we just drop it on the ground? Yeah. Oh yeah, hello handsome. Does have a lot of health. And he's doing damage. Dude, let me go. Oh, he's dead. You shut up. So where's the bone? Oh, we got 11. Then we're good. Whoops. Hi. So if that is the case, let's go home. This bone that we got is actually quite important, and I will show you why. One of the things that I have to constantly craft is sap spit, right? Previously, the way that we were making it was through a valornite gateway, and it does require liquid corallium, and it's not fast. Takes 5 seconds. With the dreadful bone, you just put in some slime balls, and voila. This seems to be the right pattern, and I guess I just need a crafter, which is free. You will do. So can I have 1,000? Yes. That was awesome. It does need speed upgrades, it's fine. Surprisingly fast. Really fast. Then I don't really have to worry about that anymore. I'm happy. Let us get back to the main task at hand, which is Molten Chaos. There are actually two different things. One of them is Chaotic Matter, the other one is Molten Chaos. For the moment, we're interested in Molten Chaos. So we're going to have an export bus with Abyssal Ingot. The melter is going to give us Molten Abyssite, which is perfect. The fact that we're getting mobs and they constantly make noises is not amazing. But moving on, we are going to need another export bus like so. And we export the chaotic egg into a fluid enricher. And that is all Molten Chaos. Surprisingly fast. And unfortunately that Molten Chaos has a few uses. One of them is that we need it in order to make chaos ingots. And we're just gonna waste everything. I have to move everything by 1 block. Don't forget, symmetry is important. So again, Molten Chaos goes inside an ingot former. Ingot formers do not require any power, so we can live with this. No clue how much chaos ingots we need, but that's a drawer. We shall have around 2,000 of it in a storage drawer. I have also hooked it up to a storage bus, and now we should have chaos ingots. Perfect. Actually, you do get a ton of chaos ingots. That's good. I suppose. So chaos ingot is one of the uses that we have. The other use is going to be what we need in order to operate the new resource miners. Hence, I had to breed some bees. We needed the temporal, mysterious, soul cone, as well as pyrite. All of them go inside a fluid enricher. We just need to have a servo, like so. And I picked it from the wrong one. It's here. You extract. Yeah, we're getting chaos. We just give power to the machines and that should be all the garbage that we need. Yeah, we get pyrite chaotic honey, soul chaotic honey, mysterious, as well as temporal. As a very small buffer, we're going to have storage drawers. And basically that's it. All of them look the same. But I can assure you, they're different. Later on, these are the fluids that we're going to use in the brand new resource miners of the 4th mythic shell. And I really have to do something about this place. Also, these are fluids that we need for the resource miners, so they're not consumed that much. Yeah, it's 24 millibuckets every 40 seconds. And pyrite comb, for some reason, is not being produced that fast. Yeah, but it's being produced, so who cares? Over time it will build up. In order to make sure that we are not going to run into problems with resource miners of the 4th mythic shell, we are also going to try and make the chaotic matter. But there's one pressing concern. So a while ago we set up this system over here with crafting tables so that we can do ultimate crafting, correct? The problem is that our recipes are getting full. This one is actually full. This one has maybe like 2 slots left. And in this mod pack, whatever you craft, you have to craft it until the end of days. You might need just the one, but you will need it eventually. So let's get like 40 more of these ultimate packaged crafters. And we are going to set it up in our reactor area. Because we don't have the turbines anymore, so why the hell not? And since because of the draconic energy ball, this place is always chunk loaded, we're going to set them up over here. For the moment, we're going to have 6 sets. That should be enough for 120 more recipes, and if we need more, we can have 120 more over here. There should be a teeny tiny bit of gap because I need to access the patterns, otherwise we could have fit in more. Anyways, moving on, we have a brand new machine, another spatial crucible. I had to set it up eventually over here because this place is also chunk loaded and we might as well use it. We can fit 2 of them here. And what we want to make is called chaotic matter. Each one of the resource miners of the 4th mythic shell requires 2 fluids. One of them is chaotic matter, which we're going to make now. And the other one is the different honeys that we just automated, literally. This might look like an easy recipe, but trust me, it's actually not. We need the Apalakia star. So let's order 200 of them. We can craft it, good. At this very moment, these fluids are going to be consumed at very slow rates, so it doesn't really matter if we auto-craft them or automate them. Besides, there's absolutely no way of automating this is incredibly expensive. Green matter is fine, tiny chaos fragment is fine, I assume. Yeah, we have 67,000 of it. Therefore, the final thing on the list is the rainbow petal. This is a bit tricky, because we need a species sample. It's actually not as horrifying as you would think. Lord Precise? Hi? Go back to sleep. Thank you. Anyways, as I was saying, in order to make the rainbow petal, well, petals themselves are not a problem. The problem is this thing. Species rainbow. Thankfully, the only thing that you need is just the one. You have to have enough drones, smelt them so that you would be able to get some samples. Then you can just dupe it. So let us get ourselves an extra genetic transposer, and I'll try to set up something over here. Because of how my base is designed, this is going to be slightly complicated because we don't have access to our AE2 system over here. But we do have a refined EMC link. We are going to ask it to export green matter, also the blank sample genes, and some labware. I have a Wyvern wireless energy crystal. What are you hooked up to? Okay. I think I got it. We shall upgrade it into draconic so that, it transfers more power. We shall extract the blank gene sample as well as genetic labware into the transposer, and we're just going to dupe the species sample. And these things don't really stack, but if we take it out, there will be another one ready. Then we need one more phytogenic insulator, for the holy top seed so that we can get the petal. Then we need a bunch of augments, monoculture cycle, okay, and the one with nullification, so that we void extra seeds. And then, as usual, a stupid drawer. All the garbage is going in. Can we put you on, extract only, so that you don't do stupid things? Thank you. So that is our petals, and now we come to the part which is slightly weird. Since I don't have access to my applied energistic system over there, I have an interface down here. This place is chunk loaded, and we shall export holy top petals, which I suppose I can put a phantom face here with 2 booster cards. Yeah, range is 64 blocks. That's actually too much. One is enough. We can link it to our interface and have access to it over here too. It's more than 32 blocks. Now we're good. Okay, after a teeny tiny bit of filtering, everything goes inside the input hatch of the spatial crucible with a limited item filter, and voila, we have chaotic matter. So if we do manage to make the resource miners, fluids are not going to be the problem. But don't you worry, there are going to be additional problems. But in any case, at least you're off the list. In order to progress further and get the nightmare bed, what we need to do is that we need to make the dream cluster. Dream cluster is a combination of a lot of things, and all of them come from the resource miners of the 4th mythic shell. And obviously, in order to make the resource miners of the 4th mythic shell, we need different caps, and every single cap of all the items that you see over here, the only thing that we are technically missing is Technetium. So how do you get Technetium? Well, it can be multiplied in an infinite loop. How do you get the original one? Voila, Meteoric Befaller. It's a multiblock. So it's not a very bad multiblock, but it does require a few bits and bobs. One of them is that it does require a block called the gravitational vibrator. What does that need? Gravitite dust. There are 2 methods of producing it depending on what age you're at, but well, since we can make the recursive processors, there is an easier recipe for it. Because otherwise the other one is just a crazy rabbit hole. You need a bunch of garbage and then you need to convert all of them into dust. Well, minus the golden amber. You know what they have done? They have done something fun. You need the gravitite dust in order to make the machine. It's actually quite alright, we can waste a bit. We have a gravity B, and that gives us dense gravitite ore. That dense gravitite ore has to go inside an industrial grinder, maybe a bit less. You need a lot of power. Let's add some overclockers. So the gravitite pearl goes back into the machine, and we get the dust. Okay, we're good. I think that's all we need. Oh, wait a minute, what the heck is Zoe? Oh, there is a warper. Oh, after Vita, okay. We have to go with the garbage one then. I don't really want to automate this, we get some manually. It's fine. Well, as it turns out, you just need 61 dust, because you only need 61 blocks. We're good. We don't need to go through the rabbit hole. It's perfectly fine. So for our meteoric befaller, we almost have everything except one block. The scale of the ancient heart. Careful, this block is unbreakable, can be broken by the master spell Perdicio. Use the call of Arbiter. Fine. So I had absolutely no idea on how to get that block, but apparently there's a quest for it. What that basically means is that we have to make the Thermosect statue, get ourselves a Wildwood Coldstone. I suppose we have to go to Wildwood in order to do this. So here's an extra portal, and voila. We go to the blue dimension, and we take the blocks because they're expensive. So let's activate the Coldstone. See what happens. Oh my goodness, those things. Oh, there are spawners. They don't really give you a break, do they? Also, I can't kill the birds. Let's get some apples. Can't regen fast enough. We shall use grinders from Draconic Evolution, because they're the best. For anything. And all we want is that stupid chest, I think. No. In this one? No. Oh, there's a chest in the center. Okay. Yeah, that's what we want. Wildwood Refined Gem. Thank you for the quest. I'm out. Now that we have the Wildwood Refined Gem, what we need to craft is a Spatial IO port. Why do we need to do that? I have no idea. That's part of the quest. So we need the Sacrifice Metal Clump, and we just need the one that the Mythic Processors wasted. A lovely person is gonna cheat that in, but unfortunately later on we need them, so let's try to automate it. So we need the Bloodmaster Singularity, the Demonic Singularity, Corrosive, Vengeful, Steadfast, and Destructive. And then we are obviously going to have a pattern for Sacrifice Metal Clump. Yeah, we are going to use our brand new setup. So if I want the Spatial IO port, I can't craft it. Why? Oh, please don't require anything stupid. You're good. Yeah, we can craft it. We need 24,000 Setnanite. But thanks to our brand new machine, we have 161,000 of it, so we're good. Also, this is going to take a tremendous amount of time, so see you in a bit. One of the things that I did not notice is that you have to make the Spatial IO port inside the basic crafting table. So my pattern is wrong, but we just need the one, so let's craft it. Just for the quest to count. And now what we need is Nightmare Incense. So we need another Wildwood Refined Gem, and well, I did make another cold stone. Whoops. Also, some of these mobs that we have over here, we need them. I can't read their names. Behemoth. What are you? Wick Cory. Somebody hit me hard. Elusive. That I think we need. Yeah, but we do need to have one more cold stone. I'm wearing a Shield of Terror this time. And we have the star. We go. So this Nightmare Incense is a teeny tiny bit tricky because we need Polytom Shard, which does require a soul shard which is full of something. I don't know what that something is, but getting a soul shard full is kind of difficult. Thankfully there is a Soul Stealer blade, which gives you Soul Stealer 55? I think that should be the number. We need to get this. So let us get our corrupted ingots. And then it can be super enchanted using blocks of nether stars. Pristine wither matter I already have, and then this guy, which we don't have because we used it in order to make something. But thankfully we can actually get it back using the Whispering Heart of Hearts. I think it's in this one, the Starlight Altar. Let's see if we can craft it. Oh, this is the one. Yes, it's being crafted. We wait. Oh, it's done. So we have the Soul Stealer sword. Perfect. Now I have to understand what the hell do we have to kill. Polytom. I have to Google it. It's a cubic mob from Iromine. That guy. We just need the one. Well, let us get our soul shard. We should have extra ones, yes. Whoa. I'm not doing any damage with this sword. Oops. Yeah, we have to put it on the Kikoku. Yeah, we have it. Let's try this again. This is going way nicer. And the soul shard is getting full. Lovely. Yeah, the soul shard is full. We're done. So we just need to surround it with the tokens and voila. Polytom shards. If that is the case, let me try to get the rest of the items. We also need a brand new honeycomb called Red Tinted. It wasn't actually that difficult to get the bee, it's just Forest and Valiant. And it does need vanilla flowers, but oh, it does work, okay. We just need 4 combs, I think. And the best part is that, yeah, we also needed more Sacrifice Metal Clump. We were missing the one that the Mythic Processors ate. Oh, you're garbage? Maybe you're not that garbage. Just give me the comb. And don't be tricky. My fellow lords and ladies of darkness, it's not a horrible bee, there's no trick to it, but it's slow. Very slow. It's been actually so long that, yeah, our sacrifice metal clumps are ready. It is true that we needed 6, but we only had 5, so it had to craft another 6. Hence we have 11 of them. Which one is the furnace? Cook it then, yeah. This time we didn't waste it. So that is the comb, that is the sacrifice metal, if I'm not wrong. I did order some forgotten slime and that should be it. No? Wildwood oh, yes. I'm really hoping we don't need to get this refined gem ever again. But that is our nightmare incense. I don't really trust this modpack, so we do this far away from our base. This should be far enough and it's a garbage area. Let's use it. Are you crazy? Does it have to be a big beacon? It's fine. I'll do that. I have set up the pylons, we have the port, and we have power. Not sure if the power is enough, but we can always add more. I also made myself a spatial storage cell, 128 cubed. And just to make sure that everything is going to work, let's send those to a dimension. Did it go? Ah, you need 115 million RF to operate. We can make it more efficient, but we can always add more power, it's fine. Okay, we have 140 million RF, we need 115. it's gone. And we can bring it back, right? Yes. So let's add these ones here. We take one dirt and we have to press the button. I broke it. Oops. But I have my dislocator. We should be fine. Although I can't reach the button. Yep. Yay. We arrived. So let's stand on top of a beacon. We take some charms of keeping. Let's get more. It doesn't say it has to be an active beacon. So does it work? Okay. A slight problem that I have is that I can't place down blocks here. But I guess we can just build up here. Let's try this again. Where did you take me? Oh, it's limbo. Well, we can always teleport back home. So from the wildwood coldstone, we did manage to get 4 spawn eggs. We need to... You said they're friendly. We need to put them in a soul vial. Dude, doesn't go in a soul vial. Oh, it does. Okay. It's just tricky. You two? You seem friendly. Doesn't really matter, but we surround the contract with these soul vials and we should get something. Ah, eternally stained soul. Thank you. I was wondering how the hell would you get this? I was actually searching it. We can use this eternally stained soul in order to make the sacrificial shard. Like so. Does it give you the one? What, you jerk? So we take the same stupid crafter, I guess. Let's order 100. And voila. This should be the pattern. Perfect. Give me the one for the quest. We're getting closer to the scale of the ancient heart. Well, it's lucky that we ordered 100 of these shards because we need to make a singularity out of it. That is called weight of an ancient heart. And then you can use it in order to make the call of the arbiter. Okay. That's doable. We even have most of the garbage on auto crafting. As usual, there is a teeny tiny bit of crafting involved, meaning that we have to make this suppression reagent, and it also uses all the items that don't really stack, so yeah. Oh, thankfully we do have 4 demonic slates. That doesn't really happen that often, you know, to have the material on hand, but that should be our sigil. Blood magic is so nice. It's a shame that we don't actually have to do any magic in this mod pack. So, that is our call of the arbiter. You're a coldstone, right? There are no information in the quest book, so I'm just assuming this is a coldstone and I'm hoping it's not going to be that horrifying. Let's do it here. You have to be in the space station to assemble the multiblock. This cannot be undone. Stand on purple block to mark where you want to place the multiblock. What multiblock? So wait, every time that I want to use the meteoric befaller, I have to be in a space station? Okay, that's interesting. Well, I have gone through so many dimensions, I had so many nasty surprises that I think we're going to assemble the meteoric befaller next episode. Also, at least that should give me enough time to read the comments and see if something is going to go wrong in the space station. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.